Welcome back to the Next Point Podcast. This is Randall Brooks. On this episode, we have future star Niko Klyachkin from Lexington, Kentucky. Actually, it's a full circle moment for me and my partner, Chris McCrae. We actually grew up with his father, Yuri Klyachkin, who's a great guy. So it's definitely a special edition catching up with Yuri and Niko. Niko is definitely a future star in the game. I think, ranked 22 in the nation now in the boys 18s, finishing in the top 8 in the Winter Nationals here recently in Orlando. So definitely doing great things. His work ethic is amazing. So definitely looking for promising things coming his way. So other than that, shout out to Yuri and Niko for coming through. Next Point Podcast. Let's go.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better.
We're good.
Back to the Next Point Podcast. I'm Chris McCrae.
Randall Brooks.
We have Yuri and Niko today on the podcast. Super excited to have these two back.
Yes,
Obviously, we've been in communication last summer, in particular, given that Niko had the chance to play in our tournament.
yes.
It's like it's come for full circle. Yuri, obviously, we all played when we were young, so it's cool. Obviously, one of our kids, in the sport, my kids don't even play tennis. I have 4 daughters that play soccer.
Yeah, I don't have kids. So.
That's it. So tell us, Yuri, tell us what it's like raising a son playing tennis, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny. I started with him with tennis when he was like 3 or 4,
Mhm.
right? And same thing, he like hated it, just absolutely hated it. And remember we did a clinic where the parent is on the court with the kid at the Lexington Tennis Club. And I
Yeah.
remember within the first 15 minutes, you like laid on the floor and just did not want to move and do anything. So we're like,
Yeah.
okay, it's not the sport. And coming from I'm Russian, obviously. I'm like, I know how to ice skate, so I took him to the rink, and he like loved ice skating, and so he played pretty much travel hockey till he was 10. So,
Wow.
yeah, so we did not. Yeah, we tried to do that early tennis route. We kind of gravitated to hockey, and then I remember you were doing like some Orange Bowl clinic at Bluegrass Racket Club with Zach Thompson.
Yeah.
And like and you could actually, I think you could actually like rally with the Orange Ball.
Yeah.
And someone asked, like, are you playing a Orange Bowl tournament next week?
Yeah, that was there at the club.
At the club, and he goes like, you can play tournaments with these balls? Because I can actually like rally with this.
Yeah.
And so he was supposed to go to Miami, Ohio hockey camp like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a week-long overnight camp, and he goes, I'm not doing that. I want to like do this tennis thing. Like quit hockey, cold turkey. But yeah, definitely late to the game. It's how he got started. But I did nothing with his tennis, just FYI. I never didn't zero coaching. He's always had coaches that taught him everything. I just kind of paid for it, and yeah. So
That's like that's like endearing to not like want to be also overbearing, right?
Yeah.
Because we come from a generation where it's different, right? The parents were pushing more than most. Like I don't know, we've talked about this before. Like saw Vince Spadea getting like open-handed smacked in his face by his dad at the Orange Bowl. Speaking of the Orange Bowl, I was like, my dad. I remember looking at my dad and it's like, at least I'm not doing that, So
yeah.
it's. I think it's. I would think for Niko, that's probably refreshing having a dad kind of let you pick and choose and taking it along with your stuff. Because what Randall and I have noticed, I feel like it's like your work ethic, Niko, as a kid is exceptional from what we normally see. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, dude.
yeah, kudos to both of you. I know that takes 2; it's not 1 in that equation. So kudos to both of you all. I'm sure your mom and your wife have something to do with that as well. So not to leave her out of the picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think what you've got and what you've put together has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, Yuri, I
Thank
have one question for you, man. First of all, thanks, man. I remember when you first came to Kentucky to play. I remember they was like, "We got this kid from Russia." I was like, "Russia? Oh my God, who's this guy?" I was scared to death, but no. I remember when I first met you, dude. Ever since then, man, it's been great. You've been a great guy, man. Every time I see you, it's like
Thank
the
you.
first time I met you. Nothing's changed. But I want to thank you for being a great guy all these years, man, and always being there for you when I need you to. But other than that, man, a question I have: is there anything you can say that has changed in the game of tennis since, like me, you, and Chris have played? I know a lot of things
Oh
have
man.
changed, but what do you think has changed in the game of tennis?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for yeah, for the kind words. And every time yeah, Nico was there. Every time I remember I think we saw you at maybe it was a crease 3-4 years ago, and I ran into you,
Mhm.
and I was like, Randall was my first loss, like in Kentucky. So I came in, I thought I was like hot stuff and beating everybody, and then I played some like stupid little tournament at LIRC.
Yeah,
Right, and I
I
think I
remember
played like
that.
I remember all these matches. That's what's crazy. I remember every single one of these matches. I beat like John Swain or somebody, and then I played
Wow.
you like in the semis. And I'm like, okay, I got this. It's got a messed up grip on the fast courts. And it was like 2-3, and I was like, had no chance. And I was like, what just happened? And so yeah, but thanks, Randall. No, thanks for being kind. I've never beaten them. I'm not actually I have 0 wins over Randall Brooks. So and I don't think I've ever played Chris. So I maybe beaten Chris in a baseline game at UK tennis camp once, but that's that's about
We live there. I love it.
that's about it. But no, but yeah, Chris is a little younger, but he was like way better. So it was he's kind of took off. But no, it's a great question actually. It's nice to kind of I guess be nostalgic about the game. I think kind of one thing that we already covered in terms of the difference is like the all of the information and training used to be concealed with like maybe a coach or two in the country or certain academies, right? And so I was lucky enough with having Susan Sloan and Dwayne Lundy here, kind of having experience on the WTA and ATP tours.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Man.
Yeah. I mean, they were pretty much responsible for my growth and my development. And but other than and then other than that, like it was all the kids were like they go to volunteers, you sort of hear about it, and it's like it was so kind of mysterious, right? It's like, oh my God, he's doing a semester like on like homeschooling, and he's doing an academy, and now it's like you go to a national tournament, and it's like 62 out of 64 kids are doing that, So I think that's the that's kind of the main difference. Like everybody has pretty techniques and beautiful strokes, and everybody passes the eye test, right? But then the day it's still tennis, and it's still you still have to win. So I think maybe it looks prettier now, and but it's still like but it's still very very difficult. I have a couple. Like there's quite a few things. I feel like the one thing I always talk about is like, I'm sure you've covered this on your podcast, as kids just obsessed with their rankings and like UTRs, and because it changes like I mean, 24 hours. They just always like refreshing and seeing where they are, right? And right, and remember with us, remember you get a yearbook, right? Came out once, right? And that's Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So besides that, and that's your ranking for the rest of your year, right? And right, and yeah. To your point, Chris, if you want to get seated, you fill out a form in pencil, send it in. You better beat the tournament deadline, otherwise you get Rendell Brooks first round. Yeah, no, that's how. Yeah, that's how it was. I mean, and then I remember like I feel like more kids played maybe. Like you look at rankings, like if you look at those older yearbooks from like the 90s, you'd be like, Colin Purcell is like number 14 and boys 12. Like, are you kidding me? Like, stuff like that. I think the depth was like insane, and Creason was like 64 draw, and it was so hard to qualify for Southerns. I remember like I mean I remember first year 18s didn't win quality, went as an alternate, like he was lucky to get in. And now it's like whoever, just play if you want. So I think that's those are kind of the main changes. I think I think for me. So
I think Nico, again, kudos to what you've been able to do in this last year, not talking about rankings, but I think you've also taken a different course, like by playing not just our men's 25, but the UTRs, some of the PPTs even, and also some of the challenger stuff in Lexington that you've been able to be a part of. Do you feel like that separates you when you step on the court and it's, you're playing these higher levels, you play pro? Like, so does that factor into like some of your confidence into this past year? Or tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when when you play guys like that on that kind of stage where they obviously want to beat you.
Right. It's about money.
And yeah, it's for money, it's for everything.
Mhm.
So it's a lot different to playing, going even to some of these national tournaments and you play a kid first round and sometimes I don't want to be there. I mean, sometimes
Sure.
everyone's good. Everyone's always good, but it's a little bit like it's like playing tennis on hard mode and then you go sometimes to some of these
Yeah.
other tournaments and it's still like, to people and to coaches, a level one would be like a prestigious tournament, but compared to, a 25K, it's whatever. So
Exactly.
so yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that's kind of helped me like change my perspective on it. Because if I was just playing this, I probably would put way more pressure on myself um, into these other ones.
I guess speaking to that as well, do you find yourself that for this next year, for this year, 2026, for your tennis season, that you're going to continue that? Are you going to play things like high school tennis, or are you going to try to pursue more of this pro route,
Yeah,
like semi-pro
yeah,
route,
for
kind
sure.
of going to college?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna start playing a lot more PTTs and stuff.
Yep.
They're like taking off right now. So many guys are playing them. I mean, it's like guaranteed 5 matches. I think it's insane. Guaranteed money, so it's good. And I'm kind of at the point now where like I might play like Easter Bowl, but I'm kind of done with the USTA stuff
Yep.
right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a lot more PTTs and try to play some futures qualies in some places around the country. Yeah,
Focus.
yeah, and yeah, just some money tournaments.
For sure. Obviously. No, we talked to gentleman here in town. He's trying to do a big money tournament for the big juniors that are coming out. He's looking
Yeah.
at the top ITF big topper like this before. I think if he gets that off the ground, obviously we'll push to get our Kentucky guy in there because that's what we're about. We love like connecting the older guys with the dudes like yourself that are trying to make a name for Kentucky. And if we can put ourselves on the map, I mean, he's talking big money. It's like $100,000 to the kids.
Wow.
It's crazy. And he was thought, it was quarters. I think it was top 8 kids, top 8. And he's looking to be the end of the year for 2026 is what he's trying to do.
Wow.
He's got TV contract with like Walmart streaming services. Like he's got it all figured out. It's just a matter of if he can get the money. And if he can, it's going to be at the University of Louisville is where we're going to host that event if we get it done. So we want a Kentucky person in there, so we'll keep you up to speed on that as that hopefully develops.
Yeah.
But other than that,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool.
Yeah, if it happens, yeah.
Holy cow.
He owns a few McDonald's. I'd say a few. He owns a bunch of McDonald's.
Sebby's dad?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So he's the gap in
What up,
between,
Vic? Yeah.
in between going from juniors and then trying to make it pro. And if there's a interim, he can get this thing off the ground.
He's such a great guy too.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
know.
yeah, that's awesome. I'm so
somebody like that to pull that off,
yeah, exactly.
Tonight.
I've been about 2 hours training him.
Oh,
That's so cool. Yeah.
Going back to Yuri, just as you're approaching college here, what's this experience been talking with college coaches, kind of doing college, trying to help him in that area?
Honestly, like pretty early in the process.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like we're late to the process, but we're like early in the process.
Yeah. My stuff kind of just like it doesn't matter obviously, but it helps with coaches and stuff. Like my UTR and rankings and stuff have just recently kind of gone up. So Yeah, I've just started doing it like right now. Yeah,
we're a bit late to the game, but yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like he wasn't. It's kind of funny. He went from like not getting into a level 3 in June, right, to being
yeah,
seated at Winter Nationals. So he had like a little like 2 good months.
yeah,
That was kind of it. Like
That's good.
That's awesome. That's all it takes. Yeah. I chose
yeah,
late.
yeah.
I chose real late in my senior year. I had an issue. I don't know. My father passed away when I was in high school. So I was really late. I had to sign at the very last date possible. So I'm a proponent of waiting out and make sure, obviously, you do what's right for yourself and your kid. You know what I mean? Like you're going to find these opportunities for sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
waited. I just ended up at
no,
WKU.
thanks.
I was
It's a little tricky. Like yeah, I'm sure you guys talked about that too. I mean, it's tricky now. Like the landscape's changing a bit with roster limits, right? It's like so it's not necessarily like yeah, his level is. I mean, it's whatever. But it's more like we can talk about you want to commit, but
Yeah, yeah.
the gap year is not.
Yeah, there's not like schools right now with the roster. I'm sure you guys know, but
Yeah.
like a bunch, all the big conferences, there's roster limits in all these schools now. So talking to schools late, it's like most of them are either out of spots or they have like one.
true.
It's very limited. So I'm probably gonna do something where I commit like spring and then just go in 27. I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. But
Yeah.
That makes great sense. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think a lot of kids take they take that gap year to increase their stock, and that just like it never works, and it's crazy risky, right? So and so I think that we try not to do that. We just it's more like kind of what Nico said. There's just kind of there's no spots. There's different conferences have their different roster limits. Different athletic departments have different amounts of scholarship money allocated to the tennis programs, and yeah. So I mean, we're talking, and we'll do some visits this spring, this winter spring, and but yeah, definitely want to make a decision like during this commitment period, and then just kind of enroll when stuff opens up. So
Awesome. No, I mean, I think that gives you that chance to play, like you said, the PBPs, the UTRs,
Yeah.
the challengers, the futures. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about your stock. Like no, we can go over your stats. your stats look awesome. Like represent Kentucky well. We love.
Yeah.
We see our Kentucky folks doing well. It means a lot to us. We invest a lot in like our local community and obviously we try to find those guys that are out there doing big things. And Niko, you're definitely on that radar. So congrats and kudos to you. Obviously, Yuri, congrats to you as well, man. As a dad, as a father, doing that thing out there, hold down the fort. I have 4 daughters, like I said, so I don't know what it's like raising a son. So
I have one daughter who's in volleyball. We try to get her into tennis, but she's just I mean, he'd be so good, but she does not want to.
Yeah.
Totally different person than this guy. So like loves more of a team person. Yeah.
All right, you guys want to give any shout out to anybody? Anybody you want to give a shout out to that's been an impact on you guys' lives? Anybody?
Kerry Rubin, he's my coach. I am with him every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. He's always hitting. So definitely Kerry. Seth and Matt for just kind of hitting with me.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, they've helped me out just off and on over the years, and just my dad and my mom for just supporting me and taking me tournaments and stuff.
You raised them right, man. Congrats.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate it. We'll keep it quick here and let y'all get on with your day. But again, appreciate your time.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Super flattered. Thanks for having us.
Talking to you.
All right,
Talking to you.
See y'all.
See ya.
Yeah,
All right.
all right, bye.